Hello, welcome to this video. I will show you how to comply with the Anti-Money Laundering and Anti-Terrorist Financing Act in 7 steps. The 7 steps contain establishing a CDD policy, identifying and verifying the relation, a U-boat check, screening through various lists, a risk assessment, monitoring, and reporting unusual transactions. Establishing a CDD policy. First of all, your legal supervisor finds it very important that you have established a decent and structured CDD policy to apply on all your potential clients. A CDD policy shows your legal supervisor that you take the AMLD seriously and that you have a well sketched out plan. When you have a potential client, you first need to check and verify their identity. For example, ask for an identity card to make sure your client is who he or she says he or she is. Keep a copy of the identity card and report all the findings. Now you have to perform a U-boat check. U-boat stands for Ultimate Beneficial Owner and is the person or entity that is the ultimate beneficiary when an institution initiates a transaction. A UBO of a legal entity is a person who holds an interest of a minimum of 25% capital of the legal entity and has a minimum of 25% voting rights at the general meeting of shareholders. It's important to determine if the potential client is a UBO because the person or entity is involved in important matters within the company. Now check whether your potential client is registered on any international or national lists and sanctions lists to make sure you have all the important details on your client concerning sanctions, insolvency, adverse media, PEP, and etc. With all the information gained at this point, you're able to perform a risk assessment, and you can decide whether the potential client is a person or a company that you would like to have as a client. It's very important that you report all the steps that you went through, including the findings. When you have accepted the client, you need to periodically recheck your client on any status changes. This is the monitoring step, and based on your risk assessment, you can decide after how long you recheck your client. A person with a higher risk needs to be checked more often than a person with a low risk. All of this needs to be established in your CDD policy. The final step is that you check for unusual transactions and that you report unusual transactions to your legal supervisor. Last but not least, report every step of your check and make sure you report all the findings as well. Your legal supervisor finds it very important that you're able to prove that you followed the guidelines of the AMLD. You should be able to show them that you have taken in a client based on a well-considered decision.